Hello and welcome to the channel The BI Nerd. My name is Java.
And my name is Sarah.
We will learn to download Power BI, understand the Canvas basics, import data from Excel, some quick calculations, and Power BI visuals.
In this video, we will create a dashboard from scratch. We will create this dynamic dashboard. We will show you step-by-step process of making this dashboard in this video. So keep watching till the end.
So let's start. Type in Power BI Desktop in your search bar. Then go to this Microsoft site. Look for this website and then click on Download button. Then select the type of exe file you want to download. I will select the 64-bit version. Then let it download. Click on Next and follow the steps as required. Now we have successfully downloaded Power BI. The canvas will look like this. This is the canvas or report area. We will use this to create the dashboard. Next we have is the filters pane. You can filter data of dashboard using this. And next to it is the visualization selection pane. At the rightmost you can see fields. All your data columns will be in this section. This data column will display your data. And this the data modeling section. We will use this to create relationship between tables. Next, this is the canvas top ribbon. We can select tools and handy functions of Power BI. This is the data transform icon. Clicking on this will open the Power Query. This is the Power Query editor. We can find different data modeling function in this ribbon. This will help us to transform data as per our requirements.
Let's look at our data first. Here we have list of stationary items. We have column for date, product, quantity, and unit price. We will start by importing data from this Excel file. To do that, click on the Excel icon on the canvas. Then from the pop-up window, select your data file and then open it.
Then the navigator window will pop up. I will then select my table and load it to Power BI. Our data is now loaded. You can see the columns in the fields pane. Let's begin to create our dashboard with a stacked column chart. I will select the column chart icon from the visualization section. Then drag and drop date column to x-axis. Next, I want to know total sales cost. Sales cost will be the multiplication of unit price and quantity. To do that, click on the three dots and select New Quick Measure. I will select multiplication from the drop-down and multiply sum of quantity with the unit price. Click OK. You can see a new calculated field is added. I will rename this by clicking on the three dots and then select Rename. I will rename it as Sales Cost. Now drag and drop sales cost to y-axis. Our column chart is now created. The x-axis is years and the y-axis is sales cost for that particular year. Now let's format the visual. To show that, click on the Format Your Visual icon. Then click on x-axis. I will now format the values to larger font. We'll make it bold and change the color to black. Next, we will format the y-axis. Click on the y-axis. Format the values to larger font. We'll make it bold and change the color to black. Now we can see x-axis as well as the y Y-axis is formatted. Let's format the grid lines. I will change the style to dashed and color to red. Next, select the column and select the color red from the options. This will color our bars to red. I will now turn on the data labels. Let's select the position to outside. But we need to format our Y-axis, so let's click on Y-axis. Then select range, then increase the maximum value to 80,000. This will fix our Y-axis data labels. Then go back to data labels and increase the label density to 50%. Then format the values, increase the font text. Then make it bold. We will select a color from the color options. I will select purple color. Turn on the background for the labels. I will select the color yellow. We will not format the title of the visual. To do that, go to General Settings, and then click on Title. Rename the title as Sales Per Year. Then increase the font size and then make it bold, and select the center align icon. Our column chart is now formatted.
We will create similar column graph, but now we will create a product versus sales cost column graph. Drag and drop product data to X-axis and sales cost to Y-axis. You can sort your data by clicking on the three dots at the top of your visual. You can sort the X-axis ascending or descending. Now we will follow the same steps we performed for creating the first graph for formatting the visual. We will add a zoom slider here to Y-axis. The zoom slider will allow us to magnify the Y-axis sales cost. Now we have completed our second visual of product versus sales cost.
We will now create a multi-row card to display the unit price of each item. Select Drag and Drop Multi-Row Card icon from the Visualization section. Then drag and drop the products to fields and unit price to fields. We have now created a card which will show unit price of each item. We will now format this card. Go to Format Your Visual section and select Call Out Value. I will increase the font size of the value, make it bold, and select the color purple. To give title to this visual, I will go to the General Settings section and select Title. I will title it as Unit Price. I will make the title bold and then align it at the center. Similarly, I will format the card back. I will select Card from Format Visual. Then let's make the text bold and select the color red. Next, we will format the style. I will add borders. And select outline color as black. Following that, I will change the color of accent bar to red. And increase the width to 7.
The multi-row card can filter out other visuals on our dashboard. The unit price is currently set at some function, but we want an average value. So click on the drop-down arrow next to unit price and change the function to average. Next, the unit price should be in currency. To change this into currency, I will select the unit price field and then go at the top of ribbon and will select currency icon. Our values are now formatted to dollar. Similarly, we will format the data type of sales cost to currency and will add $sign next to it. We will now quickly add a title for our year versus sales graph. I will name it as Sales Cost Per Year.
Now we will create a line graph at the bottom of our dashboard canvas. I will select line graph icon from the visualization section and then drag and drop it to canvas. Let's drag and drop date to x-axis. Sales cost to y-axis. Next, I will drill down the visual to make the x-axis as months. Let's format this visual now. Select x-axis in the Format Your Visual section. I will make the font larger, make the font bold and select the color black. Select y-axis in the Format Your Visual section. I will make the font larger, make the font bold and select the color black. I will then enable the grid lines. Change the style to dashed, change the color to red, and width to 2. In the line section, increase the stroke width to 4. And select the line color to red. We will now enable the marker. You can select various shapes of markers. For your visual now, I will enable data labels. I will increase the font size of values, make the font bold, and then select the color purple. I will enable the background and select color yellow, and adjust the label density. Let's change the title of the visual. I will name the visual as Sales Cost Per Month, and format the title. We have now created all the visuals for our dashboard.
Hooray!
But we got few more things to do. We need to make it more presentable. To do that, we will add visual borders and shadow to each visual. We will follow the same steps and format rest of our visuals. Let's rearrange the visuals. We have now completed the dashboard.
Wow! We did this from scratch. Thank you, Java!
You too, Sarah. If you want to learn to create an awesome-looking dashboard like this in less than 20 minutes, then click on the link above or click on the end screen video. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel.